So not the best start to the year. Form has not just declined, it's dropped off a cliff. We've had 3 of our biggest and most embarrassing defeats of the season. Unfortunately, I've got to tell you all about them now. So, of course, welcome back to Academy to Anfield, episode 65, if I am correct. And firstly, I want to say a big thanks. The last episode where we were in it for the first time got quite a bit of support. Loving the likes on the video, so I want to thank you for that. On top of that, though, unfortunately, I've got to share the bad news that we suck. It's probably the best way to say it. You were with me when we lost. Well, first and foremost, I've got a little confession to make. We planned the Man City game and the Chelsea game for on camera. I did it, recorded the whole thing, audio, video, whatnot. It was painful to record, I'm not going to lie. And then we lost all of the footage. I've got the audio, but it won't make any sort of sense without the footage. So unfortunately, we lost the save file as well, so I don't really know what went on. Luckily, we were still in the game to resave it as something else. But yeah, I just didn't... Well, firstly, I couldn't go back and replay it. And secondly, I didn't think it was right, considering how much we got hammered, to go back and pretend it all never happened. So there's realism for you. You're kind of seeing 2 awful results. And... yeah, we'll just go from the top and we'll talk about it all. Of course, you were with me when we lost 3-0 away to Bournemouth. Did not have a shot on target. Since then, struggled at home to West Ham. Beat Leeds away. Then this came around. I've got to show you this because it was absolutely ridiculous. If you look at the stats and stats only, it was a pretty even game. If anything, well, I say if anything, we deserved to come out the winners. If anything, it was a draw. But then if we look at down here and notice by half time we were 5-0 down. By 48 minutes we were 6-0 down, and then yeah, we kind of clawed it back ever so slightly in the end. But a crazy game. I don't really know what happened. Very embarrassing. Followed that up with a 3-1 at home to Villa, and then we played the Carabao Cup, the 2 legs. We lost 6-2 in total to Man City. We actually lost 4-1 away, and if I just show you who they put out, they didn't even have the best team out, missing the likes of Haaland, etc. Not even having their first choice keeper by the looks of things. So, yeah, it was a game to forget. We wanted to bounce back against Chelsea away, and then this happened, and we lost 5-0. Very awful. There was no positives. And do you know what? I will show you. Not very often we sort of show you goals from games off camera, but I feel like I need to show you this one because I felt like it was all going really well, and then in FM, in the FM way, look at this. It was a 0-0 at the time. Enzo smashing it in from 25 yards out, and before we know it, we're 1-0 down, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the game. So yeah, and you're up to date. I mean, this episode, what we're going to do is hopefully get back to winning ways. I think we need to get back to winning ways ASAP, really. We've got the Champions League to come today and QPR. Hopefully we should secure our path to the knockout phase of the Champions League this episode. And then we're going to play a little FA Cup 4th round game against QPR. Fingers crossed we should get back to winning ways, because one positive to take is, apart from the Arsenal game there on the 6th of Feb, we've got quite a nice run until the end of the season, apart from Man City on the last game of the season. So let's hope it doesn't come down to that after those results there. But if we have a look at the Premier League, because we won't be playing that today, it will be FA Cup and Champions League. We are still top of the league by a point. So take positives where we can. And that's kind of all the positives we can give you. So without further ado, shall we look quickly at the Champions League to see we're actually in a very good position. One win would take us up near the top, and you'd like to think one win might even be enough to put us in the top 8 and get us through to the last 16. So here we have the lineup for our game tonight in the Champions League. We've got Alisson in goal, Trent, Konate, Grant and Beck at the back four. The midfield three, Gravenberch, Sobersley and King. And then Salah, Tornianen and Ronchi make up our front three. So after getting battered pretty much for was going to say 180 minutes, but it's not, is it? It's 240 minutes. No, 180 minutes. I'm so confused. After getting battered for 2 matches, basically, against Chelsea and Man City, surely we need a win. I mean, if we lose this, kiss our season goodbye. It really is. After starting so promisingly, but fingers crossed, we managed to put things straight in the Champions League today. So far, looking so good. Mo Salah with the ball. Can we get an early goal just to settle those nerves? Mo Salah to the back post. Tornianen plays it back to Beck, who somehow it squeezes in, but there we go. Beck with the goal. It's 1-0 after 6 minutes. And maybe be able to breathe a little bit more. I'm hoping we get quite a few goals this game and we can then sit back and hopefully call ourselves, think of ourselves as being back. I mean, we've had a hell of a January. The fact that we've conceded, to Chelsea and Man City alone, I think we've conceded, off the top of my head, 12 goals to Man City in 3 games and 5 to Chelsea. So that does not say a lot. But here we go. Gravenberch getting the goal. It's 2-0 inside 10 minutes. So, yeah, surely game over already, you'd like to think. But I'm only skipping the replays because I feel like we may have quite a few goals in this game. We need to... Well, it's always nice to every so often see an absolute hammering. And an absolute hammering for the other team at that, not just ourselves for once. Grant there just putting the ball over the bar. But, we're doing well. And, I just wanted to say about the whole... I'm hoping having the camera recording me at the same time as the screen. We had a couple of issues in the last episode. I think I've sorted them out. Touch wood. And we'll see a bit of a better performance from the match engine, because I think that was probably the biggest problem. Soberslide there just hitting the ball over. Already 20 minutes in and we've had countless highlights, which is nice to see. And also seeing us up there in 4th place with a game to spare is nice. I think we're playing on the Wednesday, so as you can see, I think if which we will win this game, and we stay in the top 8, I'm thinking avoid defeat against RB Leipzig, and we're probably quids in. And I'm just trying to find... interesting to see Fiorentina up there at the top of the league. Soberslide crosses this in towards Grant, and that's just gone over the bar as well. If we take a quick look and see if we can find RB Leipzig, who are somewhere at the bottom. I don't know if they're going to be able to qualify, but let's have a quick look. There's so many highlights going on. We're not even getting a chance to properly look at the league table, so that shows how much we are battering them. Gravenberch now on the edge of the box. Is this 3-0? Of course it is. Ryan Gravenberch getting 2 goals for the match. I think it is now, Gravenberch. So I think it's 2. Yeah, thought so. Tornianen in there with 2 assists as well. But RB Leipzig down in 27th place. Does not look like they're going to be able to qualify. But we don't want to leave it till the last game with them needing a win. How have we had 23 shots already, 10 on target? We are absolutely battering this team, who I still don't know how to pronounce and will not make a fool of myself trying to do it. RB Leipzig, though, easy to pronounce, and we got them next. But so far, so good. I think more of the same for the second half. I'm hoping Ronchi can probably get in with a few goals there as well. And Trent now with the ball, attacking the opposite end. Owen Beck into King. Ball through to Tornianen. Can he get himself on the score sheet? He can't. The ball is headed away. And just watching the shots just keep racking up. And it's so nice to see us actually playing football. Although, yes, it is a massively lesser team. It's just nice to see us playing football and scoring goals. I feel like I haven't seen us properly score a goal in forever. Mo Salah now, and that's headed away. Just as far as Trent. Can he get himself on the score sheet? Plays it to King. Back to Soberslide. Ball is pinballing around in the area there. Still pinballing around. Owen Beck, can he get a second attempt? Plays it to Salah. Back to Trent there. We are just so dominant. It's nice to see. Gravenberch, can he get himself a hat-trick? He can. Brian Gravenberch with a hat-trick from the DM deep line playmaker position. You don't see that very often. Do not see that very often, but he's got himself in some good positions. 4-0 up, and I think we'll probably be looking at changing personnel before we know it. Ron Sheet is having a quiet game there up front, though. Thinking maybe we start looking at bringing on the likes of Sese. And probably Jason. We'll bring on Jason Stone. More so just to try and see if he'll get a couple of goals. That would be nice. Bringing on Sese as well, just to get him some more experience playing for us. And Tornianen's had a good game there. 2 assists to his name. I'm not satisfied with 4-0. I want to get as many as possible. So, yeah, can we just keep scoring but keep a clean sheet? That would be very nice. Alisson with the ball and makes a meal of that. Really made a meal of that, diving on the ball there. But Grant now with the ball. Can we play it from the back? Quick transition to the front and fingers crossed get ourselves a 5th goal. That would be nice. Would be nice to see Gravenberch maybe even get his 4th goal. But so far so good. I've just had a look. Sese there. Already not happy. Would have preferred to stay on the bench. That is a new one for me. Why is that then? I've never seen that. I mean, it's probably a normal thing, but I don't think I've just taken any notice, and that is a penalty. I think it was just inside the box. But yeah, Sese there. Let me know if you guys have ever seen, or, well, yeah, you must have surely seen, preferred to stay on the bench. Especially for a young player, no penalty there. I'm guessing it's a free kick then, surely. And we're not going to see it. But yeah, not very often I've seen a young player want to stay on the bench. So that's always encouraging to see your players that are young, that want to prove something. But no, I'm happy to stay on the bench. So yeah, moving on. Hopefully we can get our 5th goal through. Potentially, Jason Stone would be nice to see him keep scoring. He's gone a little bit quiet in the last couple of weeks, as has many of the players, considering we've been playing Man City and Chelsea. But Owen back now, can he get a second? He can't, no. I think maybe we'll look at taking off Mo Salah, bringing on Ben Doak there. And also, I think Parsley can come off. Maybe. I think we'll just take off Sobersley, save the legs. Gravenberch has had an absolutely fantastic game. I don't really want to take him off. 33 shots. I don't know if we can get any more than that. we're going to go attacking just for the fun of it. It's been a while since we've scored so many goals. And yeah, I'm enjoying this attacking performance is all I can say. Enjoy them while you can kind of thing. Because when it gets back to the Premier League, I don't know how many games like this we'll have. But Ben Doak there getting in on the action. 5-0. And it would be interesting to see where this team are. I imagine they are somewhere near the rock bottom of the league. If they're not rock bottom, I would be very surprised. But yeah, there we go. 7 games, no wins whatsoever. So it's just nice to see how many goals we can get, really. And looks to see Ben Doak isn't happy now. He wants to stay on the bench. So does Parsley. So is this a thing? Is this a thing when you're sort of 4-0 up, 3-0 up, 4-0 up, you just don't want to come on? Really bizarre, yeah. I can't imagine that really, sort of mirrors to real life, though. Surely a young player would want to come on and make his mark. No, just doesn't feel very realistic, that. But Gravenberch there, 6-0, 4 goals for Gravenberch. He is having an absolutely amazing game. And rightly so, got himself a 10 rating. I can't see that changing whatsoever. 4 goals from midfield is something, but 4 goals from a deep lying playmaker position as a defensive midfielder is something pretty special. And there we go, back to winning ways in some style. We've gone from losing 5-0 to Chelsea to winning 6-0. I was going to say winning 5-0, but winning 6-0 there. We are in a good position there. 16 points from 7 games. We've got RB Leipzig to play. We probably won't play that game on camera in the next episode because it's a given we've qualified. It feels a bit of a pointless game to come back and show you. So what we'll do is we'll go and play the FA Cup. Hopefully get ourselves through to that 5th round. So before we get into the QPR lineup in the FA Cup, I just wanted to show you Mark King. Now, he's literally just asked for a new contract and we quite obviously obliged and gave him £300,000 a week. So we literally doubled his wage. It's Mark King. Of course, we're not going to argue with that. He fully deserved it. We look at how he's performed this season. Already surpassed last season's total. Obviously, at the end of his development, really, I don't think he's actually changed that much at all this season. But we don't need him to. He's playing close to his full potential. He's world class. So, we quite happily obliged to give him his new contract. So, waiting on him to sign that. Interesting though, it does put him here, just behind Sobersley, in the rankings of highest paid player at the club, which is actually quite good considering he is a academy graduate about 6 years ago in the save now. So yeah, fully worth every penny of it so far. Interesting to see Sobersley there. I just thought I'd touch upon this because I haven't had a look myself, of course. Sobersley is wanted by a club, and of course that club is a Saudi Arabian club, because why wouldn't it be? Everyone wants to go there these days. But of course, let's get into the lineup for the QPR game. We've gone quite different in terms of youth. So I say quite different. We've put a couple of surprises in there, but we've got a Carrot in goal, Bradley, Pinnington, Grant and Duran there playing at left back. Midfield three, Trent, Parsley and King. And then our front three, we've got Sesse on the left, Elliott on the right, and Stone through the middle. So here we go with kick-off in the FA Cup 4th round, chance to get to the 5th round of the Cup. And explaining my lineup, there's not that many real surprises, I suppose. The biggest one is probably Duran. You've probably not seen much of him at all. Now, he's due to be loaned out to Northampton. We did delay that purely because I wanted him to play in this game, just to show you that he is a right-footed right back that we've trained to play left back to give us a bit more options there at left back. And he's still got a lot of developing to do, but we're hoping 6 months out on loan, not even 6 months, 4 or 5 months out, the rest of the season, second half of the season anyway, that's what I meant to say, can encourage him to start developing a bit better. So that's that. And of course, other than that, we've got Parsley playing. I did want to start, I don't know if we've got him on the bench. I didn't include him. So just shows we've got Jack Woodthorpe, who's injured. Would have liked to have played him. He's an attacking midfielder. And also, just noticed that we've literally nearly at half time. There's no highlights whatsoever. There we go. Spoke too soon. As long as it's ours, I'll be happy. But and there's a lovely ball there from King to Stone. And how has he put that wide? He's offside. Of course he's offside. Stone's always offside. And also Dewey Griffiths, who you also don't know about, but he was due to play, but he is not fully fit either. So I don't know if I should be worried by this game. It's half time and it's 0-0. That's never a good sign when you're 0-0 away against the Championship team and you've dominated the ball and then they get a highlight. So this is, should I say, bad news. QPR are beating us 1-0. Yeah. Attacking, please. What am I saying about this? Absolutely nothing. I was about to say it's always a danger because they can nick it. And they've gone and nicked it so far. Encourage the team just ever so slightly. Nothing to worry about, he says. I mean, how do we do it? How do we go from winning 5-0 in the Champions League to was that a highlight I've just cut out? No, it's not. Okay. Right, let's bring them all on. Torniana can come on there for Sesse or Elliott. I think we'll leave Elliott on. Parsley is going to have to come off. Bajcetic on there. I think we're going to keep Bajcetic in the box to box. Because I'm not talking you through this. I'm trying to work out in my head what I'm doing. Trent can go back to right back. Sobersley can come forward. Bajcetic can go back in the deep line playmaker position. And we could be 2-0 down here. We could be 2-0 down. We could really be 2-0 down and we're not. King gets the ball away. Is this an attack or is this just something that's going to peter out and be absolutely nothing? Elliott with the ball. Is this a counter-attack we needed to get back on level terms? And no. Is the short answer? No. Sobersley with the corner. Was that even worth a highlight? Not really. This might be though, hopefully. Short goal kick. Can they F it up? Basically. Sobersley back to Pennington, to Grant. There's not a lot of positives, is there? Pennington plays the ball forward to Sobersley. We've got pretty much our best midfield out there in Sobersley and King. So surely we've got to get something back. Duran now with the ball, speaking about him in the first half. Plays it back to Bajcetic. There we go. There's the quality. Panic over for now. There's the quality Sobersley has, getting us back on level terms with... I was about to say, you could just see here, they are all, just back parking the bus. But Sobersley creates something out of nothing. First time shot from 25 yards into the bottom corner. Keeper didn't stand a chance, and that is the quality that we needed, apparently. Didn't think it would take that, but we're back on level terms, and I don't really want a replay. Not really, if I can help it. I think we'll stay attacking and just go for it. Because apart from that one goal they scored, they've offered little to nothing. And maybe we'll look at bringing Harvey Elliott off now. And bringing on Diaz. Doesn't play much at all. Or... No, we'll bring on Diaz. For the last 10 minutes. Can we nick it? That would be so nice. But again, apart from that Champions League performance where we just won 6-0, you would not think this is a Liverpool team. And he's played it really... don't say this. Duran is well out of position there. Grant with the ball. I thought that was a through ball. Bajcetic now. We cannot afford to lose this. And I'm so worried in the 83rd minute. Playing the ball about in our own half. This is not good. But Trent with a chance to bring it forward. Tornianen there. Plays it forward to Trent. Gets in a little bit of space. Sobersley, can he make things happen? Plays it to Tornianen. Back to Trent. Things are opening up. Bajcetic. Diaz on the far post. Oh, wow. Diaz has... Oh, and has he? No, it's not. Oh. I was going to say Diaz is just... Was he offside? Diaz has just saved this game for us, but he hasn't. He was offside. What? No. Was he offside? Are we going to see lines? Generally, when we don't see lines, it probably means it wasn't offside. I feel like we were really hard done by there. Did not feel like that was offside. Or if it was, very, very, very marginally. But no lines means I don't believe it until I see the lines. Oh, and is this the chance? Sobersley with the corner. Last minute. Bajcetic wins it for us in the 93rd minute. Breaking the hearts of QPR fans. Well, I don't care. I don't care. We're 2-1 up. We've made that look so, so, so difficult. Or is it? Or is it? Don't do this to me. QPR keeper Lewis with the ball. Plays it forward. A long ball through to the striker. And this isn't looking good. And that's a ball forward. Oh, and he's blazed it over the bar. Absolutely blazed it over the bar. And we have got away with this. So lucky to get away with that. And a win's a win. Yeah? Is that probably the best thing we can say? Pretty contrasting victories there. Completely dominant 6-0 victory in the Champions League. And then we've just completed a very cheeky smash and grab there with a winner in the 93rd minute against QPR. And of course, through to the fifth round of the FA Cup. So thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.